Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we have got a fantastic community because of your kindness. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 or speed or whatever works for you. So hello. I'm a little sinusy today. Just so you know, I just scraped down. There's a tool you can use to get cat hair off of things, and I just cleaned off all 3 of the cat trees, which is great, but I got a little bit of my allergies, my sinuses being like, what the? So anyway, it'll be okay. But if you're wondering, I'm not coming down with anything or anything like that. So okay. Becky voted. Yay. Thank you for voting. All right, we've got, oh, thank you. We have got all kinds of stuff to cover today. Holy buckets. Okay, hang on, because I mean, it's not just at the top, it's all the way down. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. So let's jump in. Jeanette says, I voted today from Portugal. Thank you for voting. Thank you. Louis says, I like the ghost blanket. Oh, yeah. It's cute. Something cute. All right. Let me jump in. All right. Otherwise, I'll just chit-chat with you all day. And we had 3 people, at least 3 people, asking the first question. So we're starting there at 2:25. Okay. Both Claude, Velda, and Karen were asking, Judge Chutkan has allowed the public release of the rest of Jack Smith's briefs, which will disclose more evidence to the public. You and I don't need any more evidence. We've got it, but sure. The defense, of course, demanded a delay to enable them to find something find some kind of ground for to stop the litigation, which is most likely impossible. However, Judge Chutkan gave 7 days to Trump's team to do it. Will they succeed in stopping the public release? Okay, now you guys were asking about this. I thought I must have misheard something, because I was watching, I think it was Popak this morning, because I know I watched a couple of things by Legal Eagle, the Legal Eagle guy, and I watched a couple of things from him, and then I watched Popak on Midas Touch, and he was talking about, it was like that certain things are going to be released because Trump's lawyers just didn't do anything to stop it. Am I hearing that correctly? Am I, you know, I don't know what it is about when your sinuses get a bit funny. It's like your brain goes a bit funny with it. Maybe it's just me. So, Janie King says, maybe put on a mask when you clean the cat trees. It could help. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to remember that. Thank you. I'll be fine. It's just a matter of time. Hello. Gypsy Spencer says, yes, they missed the filing deadline. So is this stuff going to... Okay, Debbie Smith says, Glenn Kirshner says this was it. No more delays. Okay. All right. So is more going to come out about what Trump did and didn't do around January 6th to try to overthrow the election? Traitor. Yes. Tomorrow, I'm pulling some graphics together for tomorrow. I want to explain to you some astrological stuff that's coming up toward the end of the month and then on election day, so you're aware of the energy that's going to be around us and affecting everybody. But right now, there's kind of an energetic. It's like a push, kind of pushing. If you feel, I don't know if you feel it, but it's like pushing you forward. Like get on with it, get on with it, get on with it. And it might just be affecting something in my chart, particularly. I don't know, but yeah, I'm definitely getting what I'm getting from this is keep going, more. So, thank you, Jordy. Yes, Mark. November 5th is National Trash Day. All right. So, well, we're already disappointed that this has taken so long, that this is not completely disqualifying. But just to give you a sense of, I mean, how just one small thing of how bad this energy is overall. I was going to use the Halloween deck. It's October, but it was like, no, I feel like I should use the pulp deck, which is much more like gangsters and lawbreakers and all that kind of stuff. Alexa says they might be tapping into my energy because I keep on saying, I keep on doing, keep on going, keep on going. Yes. Thank you, stars. So it was all of that. Melissa Helton says probably that darn Mars squaring the sun. Yes. I'll get into it more tomorrow, but toward the end of the month, though, we're going to need to find places to put our energy, because there's going to be a lot of it, because Mars is going to be opposite Pluto. So that energy. Anyway, okay. We're disappointed it's taken this long. Information to come out. Chutkan's not playing. What I get from her is, oh, no. You've been coddled. Not here. 10 of Swords. 6 of Cups. Nice old-fashioned justice where you bring in evidence and someone is held accountable. Amy Jones says Jupiter retrograde in Gemini is doing some stuff too. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'll be covering stuff tomorrow. 7 of Wands. Dumpy and his people on the defensive, and then they're going to try to stir things up. Because the legal eagle guy, whatever his name is, I don't know his name. I used to, I can't remember it. He was talking about how what was it? I'm getting a little confused. They're on the defensive. They're trying to stir things up. It's not going well for them. Electra Storm says Judge Chutkan releasing that evidence, won't it be bad to get a jury that is not influenced by being out it being out in the media? There are parts that are redacted. It's not all coming out. So I don't know. So is all of this going to come out? I don't know if you can hear Boo Boo snoring, but he is. Rhonda Lynn says most of it's already been in the press. Yes. Thank you, Claudia. All right, let's get some of those secrets out. Page of Wands. His lawyers are not in a great spot, and they're trying to. Okay, this is very weak people on Trump's side. That's a card of charity and not giving much. That magician, that's trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat. but it feels like the whatever he's trying to pull out of the hat, it feels like it's stuck. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to be able to stop this. Will it have an effect on the election? So much it's already baked in. A lot of people are going to be voting on women's rights, women being made second-class citizens. And trying to overturn the election. Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, Five of Cups. It just shows how this is his base of power. We saw what happened. His base of power. These are people who are going to vote, especially women and allies. And they can try to knock this down, kick down those cups, but they can't get all of them. They can't stop the truth from coming out. So the deciding factor in the election is going to be women and women's rights. So, and Becca from House of Lenormand's in the chat. Hello, Becca. Becca did an amazing grand tableau last night on Vance. It was great. So do check that out over on House of Lenormand. Okay. Anna says, I feel like this is late in the game. Most people are going to vote the way they've already decided. There's a whole lot of that too. Yeah. So, all right, there's a lot more to get to. Well, I guess I read on that too. Velda Ray and Claude were both asking, will releasing the documents sway voters to abandon Trump and vote for Harris? Let's put it that way, because the cards are coming straight off the deck, top of the deck, which is usually very straightforward energy. And yes and no. Depends where they were. A lot of them have already decided. There are quite a few people who have already voted. So, Betty Cantrell says, I wonder about those who have not made up their minds. You and me both. New Democratic administration, anybody? For the win? In spite of Trump's and the Republicans' beliefs. They're just not listening. You can point out what Trump's done. He's an adjudicated R word. He's got 34 felony convictions. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But they're like, la, 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 la. And here it doesn't, and we're just so many Democratic votes, so much evidence, so much stuff. And there's just walking, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But I do think there are some Republicans who are going to go into the booth and vote for Harris, honestly. So, okay. So Apple had a question at 14 minutes in. Great questions. Will Jack Smith nail Trump for selling secrets? Question mark, full stop. Lisa Cases just dropped off my ballot on this beautiful fall day. Thank you for voting. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Jack Smith. Well, he tied himself in knots to work around the Supreme Court protecting Dumpy. What he refiled with Chutkan, he jumped through all kinds of hoops to make that work. And not in a way like, oh, he's overreaching. No, very straightforward, very carefully thinking through every last little thing. Yeesh. But Jack Smith, will you nail Trump for stealing secrets? especially based on what he got for them. Sleepless nights, chaos. Well, I mean, what he took to Judge Cannon was solid evidence. It's usually the guy sitting there with his arms crossed and all the cups in a row. Exhibit A, B, C, D. So he got that pulled, and he's not giving up at all. Very active Knight of Swords against all of this hornswoggle, is that the word, that Trump blathers on about, which is just a big con. I don't even have to say allegedly when I call Trump a con. You could. He's lost civil suit after civil suit. He's been convicted of crimes. He's been. Yeah. Oh, we're going to talk about Obama later. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I would vote for Obama tomorrow in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd vote for Democrats tomorrow in a heartbeat, but boy. Okay, so I don't understand why any municipalities anywhere are allowing Trump to come there without cash up front. I don't get it. It really is. It's ridiculous. According to a new report, Donald Trump owes more than to at least four cities in one county. He owes more than $750,000. And so he's not paying his bills. And in fact, here we go. Here's a quote. Including Erie, 4 cities in a county confirmed to NBC News that they're still waiting for the Trump campaign to pay bills often associated with reimbursements for the costs of local law enforcement and other first responder personnel. Okay. The final price tag is more than $750,000 for those 5 jurisdictions, with some bills dating back 8 years. Trump and his campaign have reportedly pushed these bills to the Secret Service. No, Dumpy. This is your campaign. This is what your campaign money is supposed to be used for. Because Secret Service isn't going to pay it. Well, our tax dollars have to pay Trump's bills. Those people have to get paid from somewhere. It's either going to be local taxes, national taxes, or... Maureen says, I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. He hasn't paid since the first time the jerk came here. Mm-hmm. So are they ever going to see their money? I mean, you get up to that amount of money, why don't they sue? They should sue. They should. This is weird. I put down the cards wrong, so they're all upside down. So now I'm trying to figure out, do I read them this way like normal, or is it back the other way? I'm trying to figure out what it feels like. Yeah, he's I think it's this way. He owes them a lot of money. Yeah. But he doesn't pay his bills. He expects other people to pay it. Temperance, Queen of Wands. Why haven't they sued him for this money? That you're not going to get it back. You're not. He's not going to pay unless you make him. Bernadette says, like the wall that Mexico was going to pay for. Mm-hmm. Trump expects everyone to give to him without him having to give anything in return. Ace of Wands, he goes out there and blathers, and he's not going to listen. Little people. These towns, they either don't have the budget to sue, or for how long they would have to be in court. And it's local people. Hey, MAGAs in those areas. Yeah, your taxes have to pay for him being there. But he's a billionaire, isn't he? And he has all of this money in his campaign, but you end up footing the bill? Yeah, you end up footing the bill. These people, they shouldn't hold their breath. I'm afraid. Yes, Sandy Miller, Trump has neither truth nor consequences. He's not yet. Crazy town. Okay. All right. So we got that taken care of. Okay. If you have not seen it in some form, I cannot recommend Obama's speech enough in Pennsylvania. It was glorious. It was like the horn in the judgment card, just blowing away all of Trump's lies. There's something about when he speaks where it just cuts through all the garbage and makes you feel like you're back in a time when the truth made a difference. He was so good. I would absolutely vote if he just said, you know what, I'm running tomorrow. I'm running tomorrow. I'd be like, okay. He's just amazing. He wouldn't, which is one of the reasons I'd vote for him, but Michelle is saying his speech gave me goosebumps. Veronica says, loved it. Truth. Bang. Yep. It was amazing. So, you want to talk about Crazy Town? Do you want to know how Trump interpreted Obama's speech? Ready? At 24 minutes, Obama held a rally in Pennsylvania for Harris. Okay. It was great. Where he was very vocal about his dislike of Donald Trump, and it was glorious. After, Trump posted that Trump is fairly certain that Obama will be voting for me. Why, you ask? Because Kamala Harris is, I'll put this nicely, according to him, so unintelligent. Okay, so I'm just going to point out that, so you're saying that the black man is going to vote for you because the black woman is too stupid? and she's been an attorney general of the state of California and the vice president of the United States, but too stupid because she's black. He doesn't give any proof that she's not smart. He just says she isn't. Wonder why that is. Wonder why he thinks that. So, the question here is he really that delusional? Well, and racist. Does he honestly think, yes, Maureen, his cheese has totally fallen off his cracker? Yes, Lewis, man, woman, battery, shark, diaper. Really? Does he honestly believe that? He also, he's also said Biden absolutely hates Kamala Harris. No, he doesn't. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's interesting. Look, I don't have the sun card here, which is my white supremacy bullpucky card, but I just keep getting this term over and over in my head when it comes to reading on these guys and their view of Kamala Harris, and the phrase is uppity woman. Women voting for other women. It's going to push all men out. They're going to reign. It's going to be terror over men. It's going to, it's called equality. They don't know what they're doing. She's up there stealing the nomination, the presidency. You don't have a leg to stand on. You have nothing to back up what you're saying. She's actually really, really good. He is. It is all rooted in racism, sexism, in her case too, but absolute racism. Absolutely. Lewis says, well, remember, he drove by MIT and it gave him magical, limitless knowledge. Yes. His uncle went there or something. He has a connection with MIT. Congratulations. My mom's cousin was a trained payload specialist for NASA who almost went up in one of the space shuttles. It doesn't make me all that. It makes her all that. What the heck? Anyway, there's a question. There's a question I was going to ask about that. I can't remember. It'll come to me. All right. Oh, gosh. Or maybe my brain was just trying to think of something else to read on. Because it's like, I don't want to read on Elon Musk again. So, Elon Musk has proved that he will pretty much do anything for Trump. He suppressed damaging links and shut down accounts of reporters who have tried speaking out about Trump. Do you remember how Trump's campaign was hacked and reporters got hold of a bunch of information? Yeah, it didn't get out on X because Elon Musk shut that all down. Anyone who tried to talk about it. BMC says Aretha Franklin's my cousin, but I don't have any money. Yeah. Also, Musk Musk just donated $500 million of his own money to Trump's campaign. Well, a fool and their money are soon parted. What does he expect? What is Elon Musk expecting in return? Oh, I know what I was going to read on. I'll get there in a minute. So, Musky Musk. 10 kids by 3 women? 11 kids by 3 women? You were kind enough to tell me the other day. Yeah. Like my ears are starting to hurt. My ears are getting hot and like itchy and yeah, Musk is actually very open about, isn't he been really, really open about taking substances and yeah, there's one of the things about reading on Musk, and on one level, it's not bad to read on because you can't emotionally connect with him anyway. His energy, there's not much emotion in his energy. There's excitement, there's whatever else he's doing, but it's not emotional. You think excitement, that's emotional. No, it's a lot of energy. That's kind of what that is. Hi. Oh, Becca says Leon thinks he's going to get Swanky's job where he can fleece taxpayers under a self-induced ketamine cloud of craziness. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. My opinion, Elon Musk is a con man. Things are not as rosy in his life as he would lead us to believe. I've got a death card. I've got the devil card. I've got the adding insult to injury card. Whatever he's expecting, and he's expecting favors. He's expecting legislation that's going to make Elon even more rich, even more able to con people. That's here, but it is so not going to go well for him. And it couldn't happen to a bigger jerk because it would be hard to find a bigger jerk. Yeah, good luck, Leon. Government contracts, only in France, exactly. Just tax cuts, exactly. Yeah, no. Nope. All right, the thing that I had wanted to read on that went straight out of my head. 3330, what came up. I was watching House Sparks, as I do, as many of you do. And Hal is very convinced that old Donny Boy has been hitting the sauce. Very convinced. I'm not good at recognizing the indications of what substances people have taken. He's always seemed just awful to me, but this card came up, and it would be a celebration, but it's just drinking. And since I would guess at his age, he's on some medications. He's drinking while on those medications, and that's never good. Excuse me, hang on. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, James says, I thought Trump doesn't drink. No, Trump says he doesn't drink. Trump says he never, ever, 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 ever drinks. And then you can go find videos at him when he was president at banquets wherever with wine in front of him as he's sitting there picking up the glass and drinking from it. Never drinks. Never. Betty can't trust his Xanax will give you what I call a slur and half eye. That makes sense. Thank you. Viola says that debate humiliation broke him. Oh, Gia, I'm so sorry. I have MS. When I'm having a really bad neuro moment, I sound drunk. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Everyone, please pray for Gia. But he doesn't have MS. Becca says soon we'll see videos of Spanky falling on his face from intoxication like Rudy was doing at the RNC convention. Do you think so? And Lewis says, well, I'm out. Nice to talk to you all. Thank you for being here. Coral says in the podcast Trump visited recently, he was slurring and he sounded stoned. Okay. Huh. Okay. So someone's pointing out that Jen Lin always saw in the cards that Dumpy drinks. Yeah. That card for the reading is the Ace of Cups. Now, I don't have more cups here, but the card for the reading is that. So, okay. Queen of Wands, Hanged Man, Ten of Swords. Do remember this man has no healthy coping skills. He has no healthy coping mechanisms. None. Zero. Emotional intelligence, nil. Nil point. Four of Pentacles, Hermit. The people around him know it's happening. That's what I'm getting. Entertainment only YouTube. I feel like I need to pull this up for this reading. People around him know. People around him have their own. Certain people around him have their own extracurricular activities. Hanged Man. This is Trump's. His inner pain, which is the tiniest minuscule fraction of the pain he's caused others. He's worried about money. He's worried about legal matters. He's worried about being dragged through the streets. I'm serious. He has really delusional, paranoid fantasies. He does. It's gross. And then he's isolated, and at night when he's by himself, specifically. Hal thinks he's hitting the mini bar on his plane. Becky says he also claimed that none of his kids do drugs. I think he forgot about Junior. The guy's always higher than a kite. Guys. Yeah. So, or is it going to become obvious that Trump is? Page of Cups, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, childish behavior, Queen of Cups, Cups, Knight of Pentacles, going around trying to protect him and hide things. For what it's worth. Okay, so let's go back to the pretty. I just love the colors. It makes me happy. All right, so at 40 minutes in, Carly D had a question. Oh, this is, yeah, like I said, this isn't like, oh, all the really interesting stuff's right up front. Not today. Okay, this is delusion land. Ready? Trump has decided. Oh, let me know if that Somebody's banging outside. Let me know what's bothering you. Trump has decided that Iran is behind the attempts to unalive him. Iran. Yeah, that's it. And demands to be given military aircraft and vehicles and other expanded security. I'm just having mental images of military people swarming around vehicles, swarming around everywhere this idiot goes, and the call sign that they would give him. Orange clown leaving the building right now. Orange clown leaving the building. Right. Okay. Is he going to get his little fantasy, his military fantasy? You know how on January 6th, that whole mess, how when people went to the Pentagon and they were calling the Pentagon and talking to people at the Pentagon and saying, hey, do something. And the Pentagon was like, no, thanks. Part of that could very well be some people who were far too chummy with Trump and his authoritarian leanings. But a chunk of it, honestly, was they were afraid there would be some of the military people would side with the rioters if the commander-in-chief told them to. And this, I really think not only does he not need it, everywhere he goes now, every time he's outside now, he's in this fishbowl. They put this bulletproof glass panel around him. So as he moves, the fishbowl goes with him. But I think that the military would be like, that the more military people we put around Trump, let's not put weapons near him like that. No. Yes, never, never. I bet he sees himself standing in fatigues, commanding the troops. Oh, not wearing fatigues, though. That's for the little people, of course. Rebecca points out, spoiler alert, you're not going to need military protection in prison. Good point. Helen Wheels has a suggestion for the name. I can't repeat it. This is a daytime show. That's my, I joke about this being my card of Democrats, like it's not a drive-by, it's like a walk-by giggle. Passing by, what? And moving on. Knight of Wands, arg. Yes, I want the military. I want the bombs to rain down for my victory, my military. And I want a military parade at my victory. And do you remember the Star Trek movie where Chris Pine is Kirk and he's on the planet? It opens on the planet where he's talking to some people and saying, I'm going to, I've got this gift from this other planet, these other people. And it's a sign of peace and all of this. And the aliens are like, no, it's not. They murder us in their beds. We hate them. And they jump from higher and they roll down. And Kirk's like, oh my gosh, I'm about to be attacked. And the alien stops and he roars. And then you pull back and apparently he's like this big. Well, that little guy roaring, that's the mental image I'm getting. Page of Wands. Yeah. I want the big military parade. And I want all the into darkness. Thank you, Kay. Yeah. Please. No. Burden. No. Bigger brains at the Pentagon saying, no, you have protection. Matter of fact, there is something, is it next? It's down here somewhere, or I think, no, well, maybe it isn't. But it was an article I was reading on, Trump, they won't let Trump golf until after the election. Secret Service has decided ever since, actually, he hasn't golfed since then the second idiot would-be unaliver was there. The Secret Service has said, we can't protect you, so no. Trump can't go golfing. During the pandemic, there were 2 whole months when he couldn't golf. The victim, always the victim. Anyway, but no, this will be the longest he's gone since then without golfing. If they put him in prison, he won't be able to golf there either. I just want him to be. Oh, and by the way, he cheats so much at golf. There was a book written by a golf expert. In the book, they say that the caddies watched Trump kick his ball onto the green so much, they nicknamed him Pele. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Now, CC Ryder had a very good question at 47:45, and that question is, do you remember how Woodward's come out in his book saying that Dumpy has contacted Putin or just talked with Putin at least 7 times since leaving office? And then there was FBI can't, I don't think they've got, I don't know if they can tap Dumpy's phone or not. CIA can't work internally. We know the Russians have recorded all of that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get out. CC Ryder pointed out this question. Were any of the Putin-Trump calls captured by U.S. intelligence, or are NATO allies tracking Putin's communication? Diane, thank you for voting. Voted blue today. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tamara. Commander-in-Chief. Yes, that was it. Thank you. All right. Hello, allies around the world. Hi. Did you pick up on that? Did you happen to hit the little record button? Little recording? Little. I'm getting a big yes. For what it's worth, I'm getting our partners in the world. Thank heavens, who are our partners again? King of Swords, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords. For some, it's just a matter of maybe their government is more liberal and they're more against Putin. Some, that's just what they do. You just listen to whatever you can around Putin. That's just what that's what it's. Why wouldn't you? But yeah, this is actively listening in, actively this communication, magician. Yeah, like, oh, gee, I wonder if we'll ever hear anything about that. And someone in the back from another country is like, oh, you mean those? So the question is, will we hear what they talked about? And this kid says, thank you, NATO. Oops. So will any of our allies, because they're not always in a hurry to say, oh yeah, we were listening in, because then it could tip off Putin's people. Oh, hang on. How were they listening in? Let's figure this out. They're not always in a hurry to spill. I'm getting in the world listening. Antennas. Even though that's a blindfold, it feels like headphones. Antenna. Listening. Really worried about what they're hearing. Adding insult to injury. Yeah, what Trump and Putin talk about, not pretty. Chariot. That's somebody doing something about it in a big way. Queen of Pentacles. But I don't think it's straightforward. It will leak. It will leak through a bunch of, because the countries who have this recording, they do not want to admit that they can. Sorry, I don't know why this isn't focusing. Hello? Everything else is there we go. Okay. So yeah, could you tell us now, please? Don't wait. Could you please tell us now? We know he's a con man. You could tell us. We're listening. 2 ears, no waiting. 5 of Wands, all the nastiness. I'm getting internal politics. GM Dave says NSA has all the records. It feels like they've taken what's being said and more specific things they're able to counter because Trump doesn't know that it's all recorded. When he was in the White House, that might have been one thing, but 3 of Wands. Trump is waiting for his payout. Attacking, thinks he's going to be going well. This is all sneaky. This is all super, super sneaky, hidden stuff. All right. Do they know? Yes. Are they taking measures to combat whatever Dumpy and the serial killer were working on? Yes. Are they going to release these tapes to the world? I don't think so. CC Ryder says 4 years of conversations and no action. There's that too. All right, but they're acting on it, is what I'm getting. Well, you won't be able to act on it much longer if he becomes president. So spill. All right, moving on to Jimmy Jim. There's a Jimmy Jim Jordan question. Blah. All right, 5520. That's what I'm here to look at this. I'm here to look at this so you don't have to. I'm here to go into this energy so you don't have to. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jimmy Jim Jordan fired off a warning shot at the Federal Trade Commission Chair Lina Khan, according to the New York Post. Told the FTC Commission Chair, stop investigating civil rights matters. I'm sorry, what? Jordan is taking particular issue with the FTC's lawsuit against Coulter Motor Company, which operates Buick and Cadillac dealerships in Tempe, Arizona. The suit accuses Coulter of deceptive online pricing schemes and illegal junk fees. Of particular interest to the Republican lawmakers, though, it also accuses them of charging Latino customers an average of $1,200 more in interest and fees than everyone else. Jordan feels that this effectively amounts to, quote, the FTC deputizing itself as a civil rights agency, unquote. Something he argues the FTC has no authority to do. What exactly do you think the FTC is supposed to do? Or, more importantly, how much money is the dealership guy given to Republican political campaigns? Again, 2 years, no waiting. How much money? Please. So, what will happen? Well, this Coulter person is right in the middle. This doesn't feel landmark. There are a lot of people hurt by this, whereas those who are who would be allowed into Mar-a-Lago, well, they're having a little party, but someone over here, oh yeah, you need to pay more. You need to. And it causes a lot of pain. This jerk's in the middle. He will find himself on the defensive in this suit. And what I'm getting is evidence against this guy. So that is going forward. So basically, Jimmy Jim isn't in these cards, which could very well mean that Jimmy Jim isn't in power anymore. Republicans aren't in power. Sorry, I don't know where I'm getting it. Here. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of diminished. Oh, yeah, he's tried to do whatever, but when he loses power, do you know how mad he's going to be? Stuff him back down in his box of more obscurity. But I guess you can always enjoy Coulter's money, or your best buddies can enjoy Coulter's money, or whatever it is. Have fun. He doesn't care about Coulter. He doesn't care about this. It's just attack the FTC, attack the Democrats. But I think this thing has risen to the level it has because money, money, money. Yep. So, this is not Ann Coulter, just so you know. Okay. Oh, it's been on an hour. All right. I'll have to roll over the other questions to tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have to roll the other questions over to tomorrow. But thank you for being here. All right. So we got through as many questions as we could. It's 1:11 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Sarah will be there. We just want to encourage you to go after your dreams, what you want to do. We just want to give you some time and space and encouragement. So that's on the Creative Sprints channel here on YouTube, 3 o'clock Central Time. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow to take more questions from you. Please just throw them in the chat before I come on. Please remember, you're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. Please vote. And thank you. Thank you for those if you have voted, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. Ooh.